Hello and welcome to this investment discussion, but today we are focusing on customer care. Now, if you manage any business, you know that customer care is a very critical part of the business. Today, I bring to you one of the biggest names in the industry. That's Doreen Asimiire, Head of Customer Experience at Old Mutual Investments Group. Doreen, such an honor to have you on the show this day. Let's start off with customer care. What is it?
Well, customer care, it encompasses a lot. So for us at Old Mutual, we believe customer care is how we relate with our clients, how we engage with them, right from when we onboard them up until when they want to make a withdrawal. That's either exiting the fund or maybe they're just withdrawing part and leaving the balance to continue earning. So for us here, we think customer care is everything encompassing how we relate with our clients, the feedback we get from them, the communication that we make with them every now and then, all that is part of it.
I love it that you really communicate with the client. Sometimes when you're signing up for these investment, different products, we even may not understand clearly what the product is about. Is it therefore your docket to tell the client, this is what you're signing up for?
Yes, very much. So we have a number of ways that we get our clients, but once you have been onboarded, we will get your documentation and we will onboard you and you will get an account number with us. So right from that point, we communicate to you, we give you further information regarding your investment. After you put your money, we'll communicate to you about the interest that you're earning, about any other products that we have coming up. And with this, we are able to keep having a back and forth with our clients in case they have any complaints or any queries. We always welcome them and we always try to, answer those queries at least within the standard time. Yeah.
And that's very important. I'm actually going to be one of your clients, so I can't wait to experience the customer care that we are talking about. But Doreen, it's Customer Care Month. Everyone, everywhere is talking about customer care. Talk to us about the key issues that we need to take note in customer care and customer experience, and what do you do here at Old Mutual?
Well, the key issues that we need to note when it comes to customer care. First of all, I think for us here at Old Mutual, it is communication. Communication with our clients, we are very big on that. So we understand that you have given us your money, you have entrusted us with your funds. It shouldn't just stop at that. We know that we need to communicate to you in terms of how your investment is running, and that's why we give clients monthly statements. In case you have any queries or complaints, we are able to communicate to you and have them resolved. When you have invested your money, we don't just receive it and lie back. We receive it and acknowledge receipt. So we'll send you an email saying that we have received your funds, this is the day we have invested them, and then from then you can start transacting more with us. And we also have the client portal. It's a direct way that we communicate to our clients. So when you log onto this portal, you're able to see that I am earning this much every day. I transacted yesterday, I added maybe my 5 million, and then you project you want to withdraw maybe 2 million next week. So up at that point, when you make the redemption, we send the money to your account and we still communicate to you that we have sent you money to your bank account, and then you can proceed to access it. So for us, we think communication with our clients is very, very big. It's very, very important, and we try to maintain that at all levels.
And I think I agree with you. Listen, I was doing an event back in Mbale. It was a health event, nothing to do with financial investment. So over dinner, this guy wakes up to me and tells, have you opened up unit trust with Old Mutual? I said, no. He's like, let me open. So he got out his laptop, logged into the system, and he said, this is where I invested. I see and monitor my returns every single day. When I want my money, he actually just said, I write an email, put an account number, and the next day I have my money. So I think that experience is now, the customers are now, onboarding other people. And I think that's the beauty with customer experience. When we feel that we are served well, we can tell people about that. How important is that?
It's actually one of the most important things, I must say, because with us, we've built this business from the angle that when you service the customer very well, they will be able to refer more and more customers. So we are very big on that. And for us here, you've talked about the redemption, how you write an email and then you put your account number and we send you the money. We have tried to improve that over time. Previously, you had to print out the form, fill it in, and then send to our email address. But we're now saying, look here, we are making it easier for you. Go on that online portal portal, when you go to withdrawals, you're able to input how much you want, select your bank account, and then submit. And we'll be able to receive that request immediately. And when we receive it, we are still able to settle, to make that settlement within 1 working day, and you have the funds in your bank account. So previously, the process was a little bit longer because it included you filling out a form and then you send to us. So when we receive it, we also have to verify, etc. But now that it's being done through the online portal, some of the processes are dealt away with, and we are able to execute your request within 1 working day, and you have the money on your bank account.
Turnaround time
is very key
for every business.
Yes.
You've got to make sure that the client gets whatever they want
when they want it.
Very important. Listen, I thought that we could talk about this key issue of feedback. Doreen, you manage over 50,000 clients. I don't know how I can manage those. How have you been able to keep a smile on their faces with people? Feedback sometimes is very critical. Trust me, I get it. Sometimes it's harsh. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes, it's mixed feelings. But how do you manage feedback from over 50,000 clients and manage to keep them happy and to incorporate what they're saying in your policy and in the way you do business?
Well, trust me, as you have put it, it is not very easy. But as a company, we've tried to come up with different avenues through which we can receive that feedback. And when we receive it, we don't just read and take it in vain. We actually try to action what the client is telling us to do. So, and some of the initiatives that we have now, some of the things that we have come up with, like the online portal, all that was feedback from the clients. Because previously they were doing it this way, and then they start to complain. Can't I do it this way? Can't I just go on the portal and submit this? And we use that to be able to build what we currently have. And trust me, most of the feedback, sometimes it is really harsh, like you put it. Because, we are dealing with a service that's
money.
So
I want it now.
Yeah. So in the beginning, you tell the client, when you withdraw funds, we are able to send them to your bank account within 2 working days. But there's a time when that client wants the money within hours because they have an urgent need that they need to settle. So definitely, if you try to still keep your pace of 2 working days, you find you have not, worked to his expectations. According to you, you're still within your time, but according to the client, they wanted it better. So what happens in that case? You're going to get bad feedback. Sometimes it's positive, sometimes it's negative, but we use all to be able to make the experience better for them the next time they're engaging with us.
Yeah.
So with us, we consider feedback very important, and currently we are running some surveys. So for every transaction that our clients make, we send them a survey which they're able to take and tell us what they think about our service. And we are using all that to be able to build even something much bigger and better for them.
What would you tell someone out there who is managing a business? Because I believe that this conversation is supposed to help people out there on feedback management. Sometimes it can be, trust me, people write about me every single day. But how can you help people out there to understand that feedback, even when harsh, has to be taken in? Especially in this era of social media.
Yes. Now, I think the most important feedback sometimes is actually the harsh one. You know why? It makes you build yourself and become better for that particular person that is complaining. And it's not that they are complaining about things that are out of this world. It's just they sent an email today and you haven't responded it, and then they'll give all the harsh feedback. We always send and you don't respond, yet most of the time you have actually responded it. So then what do? Of course, you have to find better ways of how to manage them next time. If it's an issue of you delay to receive their money, like currently you find maybe the client has sent money to us and we have delayed to acknowledge, and what are we doing with that when they complain that we have delayed to acknowledge their money? Of course, we are coming up with avenues whereby we are collaborating with banks to be able to have those system integrations, in that when a client deposits their money from this and this bank and it comes to our custody bank, we are able to receive it in real time and then be able to acknowledge without them having to necessarily send us a receipt, which is what they are currently doing. So I think negative feedback sometimes is the most important, because they are digging out the little bad things that you have. So if you build on them, you can be able to come up with something even much bigger than what you currently have. So for me, I think feedback, whether positive or negative, it should all be looked at in a positive way.
Interesting. Sounds good. One of the things that everyone thinks about for many of the businesses is they're just making money and they're not giving back to community. Let's talk about CSR. Is it part of customer experience and customer care? And how have you been able to navigate around it here at Old Mutual Investment Group?
Now, at Old Mutual Investment Group, we've had some CSR initiatives. During this month of the Customer Care Month, the main week of Customer Care Month, we had a medical camp set up down at our premises where our clients were able to come, were able to engage with them, and then they were able to do body checkups, optical checkups, and then know their health statuses for those that needed the BMI index known and all that, which I think to us, we think that was important because it kept us engaged with our clients, and we felt that we made a change and impact in their lives. And we've also done other initiatives. We have collaborated with some of our corporate clients mainly with the initiatives to do with sustainability, environment, and educating the girl child. So yes, we've had a number of CSR activities that we have done as a company.
And you see, some organizations feel like the budgets on CSR are wasted budgets. But how important is it? How does this feed into the development of the organization and the brand, giving back to community?
Well,
I know of companies that cut budgets for CSR. Like you're coming in to defend your budget.
They don't find it important.
Yeah.
Well, here we consider it important because first of all, it's a service that we are offering, and we have built it because of the client base that we had. Once upon a time, we had just 1,000 clients, and then they grew to 20,000, then to 30,000, and it's through those clients that we have got into where we are.
50,000.
Yes.
Quite a big number.
If it was not for them, we wouldn't be where we are currently. So then we ask ourselves, how can we be able to give back to these clients? We shouldn't just be receiving. It's good to be on the receiving end, but it's also good to give back once in a while. And these are things that may not take up so much of the company's budget. You just need to plan well and see how well you can package them and let them be important to the client. So just small initiatives that you can do with the clients, I think it's still good enough for them to appreciate and understand. It also helps you build your brand. Because trust me, wherever you set up those camps, everyone is seeing Old Mutual.
Yeah.
So in the end, it's actually building you as a company. It's not just giving back to the clients, and that's all.
Trust me, Doreen, I've been in boardrooms where that budget has been cut by half, and they are telling you, explain the return on investment. Everything has to be equal to profit, and there's no direct return. Doreen, in customer care, consistency and quality is important. Can you emphasize that?
Yes, consistency and quality is actually very important. Here at Old Mutual, we are very big on the turnaround time because the service we are offering is actually very sensitive.
Cash. I want my money.
Money in, money out. You're not going to tell someone tomorrow that, oh, I don't have your money, so you can't take it. No, because they want their money when they want it. So what we are saying is, for whatever service we are offering you, we are going to endeavor to at least always deliver as we promised. We said we can pay your funds within 2 working days. We are going to make sure that we at least always do that, and even better, which is why we have put into place the client service portal where you can go, log on, and be able to redeem your money as and when you want it, and we're able to send it to your bank account within 1 day. And then we are saying receipting. When we receive your money, what do? We are supposed to acknowledge receipt at least within the stipulated time, and that is what we keep doing every other time. And then we're also a global company, so we follow the global standard operating procedures, and with that we have proper guidance in how we run our businesses and how we settle client requests and all that.
Wow, I'm glad to hear that. Doreen, I just wanted to speak about the challenges that you face. I can't imagine how many calls you receive a day and how you manage all of them to make sure that the client is happy and is satisfied, because that's your JD. Any challenges that you face?
Yes, obviously. The challenges are very many. First, it's always the expectations. Clients' expectations are usually very high. You onboard them and you talked about this and this, but at the point when they want their money, it's a different case. You told them within 2 working days, but now they want it now. So what are you going to do? If it's something that you can still help with, I mean, if it's still within that time we're able to make that payment, we will try to settle it. But if it's beyond, then we'll talk to you, because sometimes communication is actually very important. If we are unable to settle your requirement within the time that you want it, as long as we communicate to you early enough and we tell you this is the time we are looking at, so that on the other side you can also manage your expectations on the outside very well. So the challenges we face definitely are in terms of the expectations. I think sometimes clients expect too much of us, and we are getting to a point where we shall be aligned. With our client portal, we are definitely going to be aligned.
Yeah, and you talked about the client portal. Looks like technology is strongly coming in customer experience. How is Old Mutual integrating tech in customer experience?
Well, Old Mutual is integrating tech in customer experience by coming up with a customer portal. So currently we have our customer portal, which we just previously launched, where the client is able to onboard themselves. That's when they're still a prospect. You're able to go on the portal and onboard yourself, attach the requirements, and you don't even have to come to office or give us any physical forms. So after you have onboarded, then we put you on board, we give you your member number, and then you start transacting. So on the portal, you're still able to transact. That's something we are working on, but in the near future, I want to be able to go on the portal and do a deposit. I've been talking about redemptions, because that's what we've rolled out so far, but you will also be able to do a deposit in the very near future. So you go on the portal, and then you can be able to get money off your mobile money account and put on your investment account. So once you receive your money, we're able to acknowledge, and you'll be able to see all that on the portal, that today you've put in your 10 million and your 10 million is already reflecting. And then at the point when you want to make a withdrawal, you will still go on that portal and you're able to submit a withdrawal. So realize that with all this technology, you don't have to always, put in fuel, come to office, fill out a form, or call your agent to come to you to, pick your redemption form. You're able to manage everything about your investment on the client portal. And for Old Mutual as a whole group, we want to also come up with a service portal that integrates all the businesses, where you can go on the portal and you can see your life policies, your unit trust investments, your motor insurance policies, if you have any, all that on just one portal. So you have just one portal that you can do all your transactions from. So we are trying to put technology into consideration very much for our clients, because we know with it there's so much you can do.
Certainly. I mean, with artificial intelligence even coming closer, the future is interesting. Anyway, so Doreen, what does the future look like for customer experience globally? And what do you envision as Old Mutual?
So as Old Mutual, we are coming up with loyalty programs to keep our clients with us. I mean, we don't want to lose you, we want you to stay. So we are saying, if you're giving us your money today and you leave it in maybe for a full year, much as you're free to withdraw us and whenever you want, if you leave us with your money for, let's say, a full year, you unlock certain benefits with us. So we are going to incorporate insurance benefits with us. That's for life insurance and also general insurance. So what we are basically saying is, if you have, let's say, a unit trust account and you have your money and there's a minimum balance that you have kept for the longest time, we are going to reward you for that minimum balance that you've had with us. So from that, you can either get benefits like travel insurance in case you need to travel anywhere, or motor insurance, maybe for your car, we give you comprehensive insurance, and then there could also be life insurance benefits. So here we are saying that in case you have an investment with us and maybe something bad happens to you, this investment is able to unlock a life insurance policy for you on the other side, where we are going to use it to maybe take care of your family, and it's simply because you had a unit trust account with us and there's a certain minimum balance that you kept for whatever time that will be stipulated when we fully roll out the product. Yes, so what we are saying is, you've invested in us, you've entrusted us with your money, so that's just our way of giving back to you. We are going to, give you some benefits for entrusting us with your money, so that we can have a very good relationship with each other, the customer and the Old Mutual group.
Wow. And I'm sure that also the portal is going to be a great one to look out for. I mean, you mentioned about it. I thought you could also sort of, tickle us into what the future looks like.
Yes, so we also have, we want to have a one-stop portal where a client can go and they're able to view all their products that they have with Old Mutual, whether it's the investment group, whether it's life insurance or general insurance. You're able to see everything on that one portal. So with that, all we are saying is, in case you need to communicate something, you have everything on that portal. So you don't have to come to Old Mutual Investment Group to say, oh, I now need to make a withdrawal, and then you have to go to general insurance to claim, and then you have to go to life insurance to make a deposit. We are saying you can do all that in just that one portal. So that's what we are looking at as a group, and we hope that's something we'll be able to roll out in not so long from now.
From what you're saying, the future looks bright. Doreen Asimiire, thank you for speaking to us.
Thank you.
Well, I've been speaking to Doreen Asimiire, who is the head of customer experience at Old Mutual Investments Group. Make sure to remember that customer experience is very important for your business development. I'm Sserwanjja. Thanks for watching.